Let's talk some Torah instead. So this week's Parsha, Parsha Pikudei, it starts off with Ele Pikudei Mishkan, Mishkan Haydu. These are the records of the Mishkan of testimony. But then the Psukim proceed to rattle off a bunch of names. Asher Pakad al Pi Moshe, which was done at Moshe's bidding. Avodat HaLevim, Biyad Itamar, Ben Aaron HaKohen. The work of the Levim was handled by Itamar, son of Aaron, the Kohen Gadol. Then mentions Betzalel, Ben Uri, Ben Chor, from Matei Yehuda, and Aliyah, Ben Achisamach from Matei Dan. So why the need to mention all these names? Why couldn't you just say, hey, these are the materials of the Mishkan and how it was built? So the Sforno comments that these names in the descriptions are all to tell us the elevated holiness of the Mishkan. It referred to as the Mishkan HaEdut because it has Edut from Hashem. It has the Luchos inside of it. It was built by Moshe Rabbeinu, who was not just some random person. He's if not the holiest man in all of Tanakh. He talked to Hashem, Panim El Panim. So what's different between why it needs to rattle all these names off the Mishkan, the Sforno explains, is that it's meant to show us the foundation, the core of the Mishkan. You can just talk all you want about how the Beit HaMikdash, the first one built by Shlomo with all its splendor and glory, and it was built with tons of gold and lots of fancy materials and all that. It was built by Shlomo, the wisest man in all of Tanakh, but the thing is, the work on it was done by non-Jews from Tzur. And then also the second Beit HaMikdash, it wasn't even built by a Jewish king. It was all commandeered by Cyrus, king of Persia. Not Schwartz, don't worry. But the reason it tells us all these names about this is to tell us that it was built by Jews, it was built with Jews, from the command of Hashem. It had a good, strong foundation. It had Moshe, it had Itamar, the son of the Kohen Gadol. It had Betzalel, as mentioned, was from Shevet Yehuda, which was known to be leaders. They were the leaders of Am Yisrael. They were the head of the Davidic dynasty. So the Sforno says that it's a much stronger foundation. It was on a higher spiritual level. It's not the material value that matters, but what matters is the spiritual strength behind the building of the Mishkan. As the year begins to wind down, Chorif Zman's coming to an end, Kayed Zman's coming up soon. We already got Adar on the way, Rosh Chodesh Adar. We only got a few months left. Those are spiritual foundations that we might take with us for the rest of our life, that I hope you take with you for the rest of your life. So even those of us who are going to go to college or get a job, or those of you who go to Shana Bet, I commend you for going to Shana Bet. So even if you're going Shana Bet, what are you going to do during the summer? Are you going to set time aside for independent learning? Are you going to go to Minyan 3 times a day? And even if you're not coming back to yeshiva, is yeshiva going to come back with you? Are you going to go to davening? Are you going to be a strong Jew, learn during college? It's all up to you. So I bless you all that you may have continue to build a strong foundation as you've been doing these past 6 months, and you continue to do so for the rest of the year, and bring it with you for the rest of your life. So you have a strong foundation.